Hey guys, what's poppin'? So yeah, game one. I don't usually talk about the NBA playoffs this early into series, but I just got done watching the Atlanta Milwaukee game for game one of the series, and I really want to talk about it. So yeah. Oh, first of all, yes, I know I'm talking a lot of NBA lately. It's NBA playoffs. What are you gonna do? um, so yeah, the Hawks win by three, which is crazy because I had to step out for a couple minutes from watching the game, and when I stepped out, I think the Bucks were up by like 4 or 5, and then I came back and I hear a 14 and like two run or something like that, and I look and the Hawks were up by one, and I was like, what just happened? And so yeah, I mean, obviously you got to give the biggest props goes to Trey Young, who dropped 48 on 17 for 34 shooting, so he shot literally 50% from the field. I mean, his three-pointer was 4 for 13, so I mean, he shot basically 30% from the three. Um, but I mean, for the most part, I mean, 10 points did come off of free throws. So free throws aside, he had 48. What do I want to talk about the Bucks first? I want to talk about the Hawks. Let's talk about the Hawks first. First of all, I know I just gave a shout out to Trae Young, but dude, they need to fix. I know we got the report by Shams that the refs are gonna have a meeting about the exploitation of fouls next season, which is good because there was a foul. I even Snapchatted Kylie about this because I was literally so upset. Like it was towards the end of the game. I think it was like the last 3 minutes where Drew Holiday's playing perfect defense on Trae Young, like he's been doing. I mean, that's one other reason I gotta give Trae Young props is because he dropped 48 against a really, really good defender. Drew Holiday is an all defensive team player. I mean, he's one of the best guards defensively in the league. And so Drew Holiday has both of his hands up, and Trae Young bumps into him and throws up a shot, and they called it a foul. And I was like, now, first of all, Trae made the shots. That's pretty damn impressive. But I'm like, no, that's not a foul because Trae, like, there's a difference between drawing contact, like the pump fake thing where you pump fake, they jump, and then you jump into it. I can maybe, like, I understand that one a little bit more. But when you just bump up and throw up a shot, like, that's not a foul. And so that's the one thing that I kind of have a knock against Trae Young against. And I mean, people kind of hated him at the beginning of the season because he was doing that so much. But so I mean, the 10 free throws is like a little for me, but I mean, you're also Trae Young is. I mean, I think it was Reggie. Was it Reggie that said it? I think it was. I think it was Reggie on the broadcast that said it. Just like Trae Young is basically like you can put super in front of star now. He's no longer a star. I can agree with that. I mean, this Hawks team started off so bad at the beginning of the season. I mean, they fired their head coach and everything, and now they're in the Eastern Conference Finals. They just beat the two-time MVP and like one of the best teams, arguably in the East. I mean, obviously they are one of the two best teams in the East at this point. But I mean, you got to give that to Trae Young. I think another underrated player. He didn't have like an amazing game scoring wise, which like when does he ever? But Clint Capella, the fact the dude got 19 rebounds and 12 points. He's basically this team's version of Rudy Gobert, just a smaller contract, which is perfect for the Hawks because it allows them to have more flexibility. And then John Collins, he went 11 for 16 from the field as well with 1 for 5 from three. John Collins, I think he needs to go. He's pretty comfortable with his 3-pointer, but I mean, if he takes a couple more shots, then goddamn, is he gonna? He's gonna be like. I mean, already you could argue that he's a better version of. I mean, he's a shorter version, but a better version of Kristaps because I mean, John Collins also plays defense. He fouls a lot, but he plays defense, and he also gets the boards. And he's 15 boards in this game. So I mean, between Capella and John Collins, they had 34 rebounds together. And also, keep in mind, they had 9 offensive rebounds just between the two of them. So, I mean, great game from them. Gallinari was okay. In 25 points, he put up 9. Or in 25 minutes, he put up 9 points. And I think he had one of the lowest plus minuses of this entire game. If we're talking plus minuses, too, Kevin Herter, I believe, had the highest. And I think Trae Young had the second highest. Or it was either Trae Young or John Collins. I can't remember. But quick thing about Kevin Herter. This channel is called the Ginger Ninja. I've had that name since like 2012 when I established this channel. Everyone's calling Kevin the Ginger. Can I have this, Kevin, please? Please, if you want to come on the channel, I'll literally play you for the name. You'll kick my ass, but I'll play you 1v1 for the name, the Ginger Ninja, because that's mine. Don't take that from me. You already have millions of dollars and people like tweeting about you positively on the internet. I just barely got 16,000 views for the first time ever on this channel. Let me at least have the name, please. Um, one player I felt like deserved a little more time was Lou Will. I know, if, again, We're talking plus minus. He had one of the worst plus minuses this game. I think he only had 3 points. But Lou Will just being on the court is very similar to he's like kind of like a light version of CP3, where like he's got the experience, he's got the knowledge, and having him come off the bench for the second team is like really really helpful for this team. That was one of the best trades they did. Honestly, I think he's kind of. I mean, we saw the Clippers aren't really playing Rondo a lot right now, so I mean it's probably a positive trade for the Hawks. So that's the Hawks side of things. Also, I don't know why they're not playing Chris Dunn a little bit more. That one is a little weird. And then also once they get, or is he still injured? Let's hold up. Let's find out. Is Chris Dunn still out with injury? My keyboard, way the hell over here. Hold up. Okay. Chris Dunn injury. Bam. Is he still injured? Okay, no, he's cleared. Yeah, he got cleared like a month ago. Yeah. Okay, I'm not crazy. But I will say that, I mean, if the Hawks can somehow get Cam Reddish back, which, do they have a timetable for him to come back? Cam Reddish injury status. Cam Reddish was cleared to play. Wait, what? Cam Reddish got cleared to play, and they didn't play him this game. That's wild. The Hawks won this game because I think once they bring Cam Reddish in, that's not really like a scoring bonus, but goddamn is that a defensive bonus, and that'll help them out immensely, especially on the second team. I mean, it wouldn't even surprise me if they, I don't know, Bogdanovich had a pretty good series. Herder's okay, but I don't know. I think, actually, I don't know why I said Bogdanovich had a good series. They're just playing a lot of minutes. He had 6-8 points in this game. So you could probably put him in instead of Bogdanovich and have Bogdanovich come off the bench. And then, I mean, off the bench, you have Gallinari, Lou Will, and Bogdanovich. It's arguably one of the best benches in the league. I really like that. Especially Chris Dunn's healthy. So why aren't you gotta have Chris Dunn playing point, Lou Will playing shooting guard, and then Gallinari at power forward with Kevin Herter with Bogdanovich at small forward, and you could probably play Nkongwu at center. That's a really good bench. Okay, whatever. Let's go to the Bucks side of things. Giannis obviously did stand out. He had 34 points. He had a double-double. 12 rebounds? 12 rebounds. He had 12 rebounds. And he shot the ball pretty well, honestly. He only missed 11 shots, 14 for 25. And here's the thing, his free throw shooting was good. His three-pointers weren't. I mean, he only took 2 of them. But, again, I really like that he's at least taking those shots when he's given them, unlike Ben Simmons, who will literally just pass up a shot. But, I mean, the big thing is Giannis went 6 for 8 from the free throw line. And is he getting better at free throws through the postseason? I don't know why I'm complimenting this team, but him and Drew Holiday were the biggest standouts. Chris Middleton put up a very mediocre 15 points. The biggest thing is he was 0 for 9 from 3. He missed a total of 17 shots. What? He played 40 minutes, or for 41 minutes. You cannot do that, Chris. A lot of people argue that Chris Middleton's a 3. I'm kind of starting to see that. Drew Holiday is looking more like a 2. Drew Holiday put up 33 in this game. Drew Holiday, and 10 assists. He had a double-double. So, yeah, at this point, Chris Middleton is the 3 on this team. Okay, Mike Budenholzer is going to get fired at the end of the season, especially if the Hawks win this series. But even if the Bucks come out of this, which it looks like this series might go 7, which is really, really entertaining, that fucking fly. Okay, this fly. I recorded the podcast earlier today. It comes up tomorrow. Check that out, Train Camp Podcast. This fucking fly was flying around during the podcast, and now it's in my room. I don't have a window. How the hell did it get in here? That's annoying. Okay, Mike Budenholzer is getting fired because he does not know how to make the proper adjustments. But obvious number 1, take Brook Lopez out of the game. Chuck said it at halftime. Brook Lopez is literally a defensive liability. I thought Brook Lopez would help him out in the Nets series, and he somewhat did. Fly, get out of here. He somewhat did, but let me give you a name of people who are somehow playing better than Brook Lopez. Pat Connaughton and Bobby Portis. Bobby Portis played a much better game than Brook Lopez. The stat sheet may not show it. Actually it might, because Bobby had 11 points, and Brook Lopez had 7, and Brook Lopez played 5 to 10 minutes more than Bobby Portis did. So yeah, if I'm the Bucks, I'm playing, or if I'm Mike Budenholzer, I'm starting Bobby Portis next game, easily. Um, I just realized my camera is really low, so I got to wrap this up pretty damn fast. Jeff Teague, they need to play him a little bit more too. I think he can play a very Lou Will-esque, very Lou Will role off the bench. Honestly, Pat Connaughton might have earned a starting spot at the power forward / center. I just think they should play Bobby Portis. I don't know. I genuinely don't have a prediction for this series. I think the Suns could win in 4, but we'll probably win in 5. This series, I have no idea. I thought JP even texted me. He's like, I thought the Bucks could sweep. So did I, Japes. So did I. But the Hawks, Trae Young is willing this team. And you know what? Honestly, I would not mind a Suns Hawks or even a Clippers Hawks final. I don't know. Clippers Hawks kind of seems lopsided, but I thought the Bucks Hawks would seem lopsided. So Giannis, he's doing a good job. It just, Chris Middleton's not making his shots, and Drew Holiday's all. It's the Drew and it's the Giannis show essentially. And I think if you start Bobby Portis and have him on the floor just for defensive reasons, then I think the Bucks can probably pull away. And they're probably gonna, if they don't game plan for Trae Young drawing fouls, because like Trae dropped almost 50. So come on. 10 of those rough free throws, you take 10 points away from this game and the Bucks win. So, if I'm Mike Budenholzer in practice, I'm really working on just containing Trae Young. If I get beat by Bogdanovich, or if I get beat by Gallinari, or Kevin Huerter, or Clint Capella, or John Collins, that's fine. But I'm not letting Trae Young drop 45 on me for the rest of the series. All right, cool. Thank you. Watch the podcast tomorrow. We'll see if I talk about any other games throughout the playoffs. And once Madden news comes out, we'll talk about that. My camera's dying. So, thank you guys. I don't know how to end these. So,